I haven't made a vlog in a long time. I don't really have an excuse. I've just been really tired. But today, my vlog is gonna talk about how to travel for cheap. So, I wrote down a few things that I'm gonna talk about in the video. So, yeah, let's get started. So, my first suggestion is how to book travel for cheap. So, me personally, I like to book my flight tickets on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And I also just learned if you book on Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 3 o'clock, those are when the best flight tickets, like the best flight prices, are out. So, that's just a suggestion. I would say that the cheapest tickets are either super early flights or super late flights if possible. Like for St. Louis, my flight going home is at like 6 in the morning, but I barely pay anything for it. But then I got an afternoon flight coming back, but my flight in the morning was way cheaper than my flight for the afternoon just because it's so early. So if you had to shop around, I would say shop around using Google Flights and Hopper. Google Flights, they'll send you notifications every time the flight increases or decreases, and Hopper will tell you like, oh, I think that you should wait this many amount of days before you book it because we predict that prices will be lower. So those are the two that I use if I have a flight that I don't need to buy right away, just so I know that I'm getting the best price for the flight. If you have time, I will plan ahead. I don't really like last minute vacations. I like if it's a getaway, then it can be last minute, but if it's an actual vacation, then I like it to be planned ahead so that I have enough time to save. I use booking.com to reserve hotels because I just feel like that gives everybody more time to get their money together. If I'm traveling with other people, if I just reserve the hotel, then everybody can just pay me back on the day that we move in. But I mean, move in. The day that we check in. But if you have a specific hotel brand that you like to shop with, as far as where you want to stay at, then I guess it makes sense to book directly with that hotel. I don't really like hotels because I don't feel like strange people can like clean all that well. I don't know. I just don't really like hotels all that much. So with me, I don't really care where I stay at as long as it's not like dusty. That you should set a goal for how much you want to spend. Like if you know you want to go shopping, you should have like a certain amount just for shopping, a certain amount just for like drinking if you're 21 plus, and then a certain amount for food, just so you like have enough money to do everything that you want to do. I also would suggest downloading Groupon. I've been out of town and got really good deals on stuff using the Groupon app. So I would suggest that, especially if you like sightseeing like me. Like I almost always look and see if a city has a bus tour, just because I can take better pictures on a bus than I can if I'm just walking around and I might not know all the places like the bus can suggest. So yeah, Groupon is really good for good deals. Um, you can take Uber Pool if you're not driving to save money. I take Uber Pool almost all the time in DC. Yeah, it's just like Uber Pool is just a way to save some money. And you also should decide if you really need to shop till you drop. Because I've been to Vegas and shop till I drop, and I can't even tell you where half of those clothes are. But when I actually like go on vacations and go out and do more activities instead of running to the mall, I spend way less money and I have way more fun on those vacations. So yeah, those are just my tips for shopping cheap. Book your flights on a Tuesday, Wednesday. Use Booking, or you can use Airbnb too. I like Airbnb. The only thing I don't like about Airbnb is that they always have a check-in time. And since I like morning flights, if I go to a hotel, they'll have a room available for me at like 9 and 10 in the morning. At Airbnb, more than likely will say you can't check in to 3 because there's probably someone else staying at it. So I guess that's a con of booking Airbnb if you prefer morning flights like me. But I'm gonna try to be more consistent with my blogs. But yeah, we'll see how that goes.